Hi everybody, I'm Dee and welcome to Dee's Yard. I have 100 Thuja green giant arborvitaes on my property used as a privacy screen. In order to enclose my property, I need at least 40 more. Instead of wasting money and going out and buying them, I'm actually going to go ahead and propagate them right here in my backyard. With just a few simple steps and a few supplies, you as well can propagate anything. Ready? Let's go. Step number 1, prepare your growing medium. Here I've already pre-mixed a 50-50 mix, 50% peat moss and 50% perlite. You can propagate anything with this mixture. I'm using 6 clear seedling trays. Now you can use whatever you have on hand, Tupperware, any sort of trays, even nursery pots. I've decided to use clear because I would like to see the roots. I think that'd be really cool. And all you have to do is just put your growing medium in there. Now I do not pre-wet the growing medium. I know a lot of people do, but I don't do that strictly because it does make a lot of mess. So I'll just put it in here dry and then I'll take it over to the hose and I'll wet it. Okay, the next step is to prepare our humidity chamber. And I got this clear plastic tote from Target for under $10. The only thing we need is some airflow to get through. So I'm going to poke 3 holes on each side with this drill to allow airflow so our cuttings don't rot. 1, 2. Also, I'm doing this approximately 1 to 2 inches from the top. Alright, it's ready to go. Okay, this is our specimen that we're going to use, and the next step is to get our cuttings. So when it comes to Thuja green giants, they always have a central leader. Never cut from there. Sometimes you get a couple leaders, and that's what I have going on with this one. So I don't mind taking from the other leaders. What you're going to need is a clean pair of snips. I am using Corona snips, and I will link them down below. Also, make sure that you're getting cuttings from a disease and pest-free specimen. Alright, so what you need to do is when you find out where you want to cut at, we don't want the new growth, but what we're looking for is somewhere in between the brown, which is a hardwood cutting. This means it's mature. And what we want is in between the new growth and the mature growth. So I'm just going to take a cutting right here, and later on I will make this into actually probably 3 cuttings. Okay, after you've gathered all your cuttings, now we're going to prepare them. And as you can see, this is all new growth. We do not want that on our cutting. So we're just going to snip right there, and we're going to tear at the bottom branches. And there's no need to scrape because this creates a nice open area. Then I'm going to use a rooting hormone. Now you do not have to use a rooting hormone. I am, because I really like the way it makes it callus. I'm using a powdered hormone. There's gel and liquid hormones as well, and they all do really great. Alright, once you're done with that, you're going to put it in our growing medium, and we do not want to stick it all the way down to the bottom, because if you do that, it's actually going to rot your cuttings. So you want to stick it halfway and then pinch it in. There you go. And now I'm going to go ahead and fill up the rest of the trays. Okay, so once you have your cuttings all set up, I would go ahead and put them on a tray. The reason for that is the water's going to seep down and we don't want them sitting in the water to rot. So I actually got this tray for free. I think it was at Lowe's or Home Depot or any sort of nursery. There was annuals in it, so you can just pick that up, or you can use anything as long as these are just not sitting on the ground. Alright, so let's go ahead and cover it. And then we are going to put this somewhere where it's in indirect sunlight. We don't want the sun beating down on this. This is plastic and it will cook your cuttings. So in my case, I'm going to put it underneath my porch in the shade. Perfect place. Okay, now let's talk about watering. I would check the humidity chamber weekly to see if it needs it or not. And if it does, go ahead, open up the lid, spray it some, put it back down, walk away. Honestly, I probably don't need to water it for 2 to 3 weeks from now. Then in 4 to 6 weeks, we should have roots. So thank you for watching this video. I hope it helped. Please subscribe to my channel so you can get all the updates on this project, including overwintering and maintenance. Bye.